Hey guys, how are ya? Holy guacamole, how you doing tonight? Good, I hope so. Look at that. Oh, look. Oh, look at the pretty barn we're gonna paint. Ooh. I bet you guys are wicked excited. I know I am. Alright, so my name is Artist Nicole, for you guys that don't know me. Alright, I'm a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And let me just tell you what. Tonight, you're going to have fun. Okay? I own Artful Nights Maine, and my rules are absolutely simple. Okay? There absolutely are no rules. So what I mean by that is, you little whippersnappers follow me step by step, right? And we're going to paint this beautiful happy barn. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I think there's a cow in there. I'm just kidding. I think it sounds like a cow. Everybody else says it sounds like a little bit of a goat or something. I don't care. I like my cow. Whoa. No, just kidding. I'm sorry. Okay, so you guys can follow me step by step. We're going to paint the barn. However, if you guys want to do something totally different, okay? You've been in this barn before. You decide you want to put your grandmother flying on top of your barn in a little red bear and airplane. You go for it because it is your world, okay? There are no rules. Art is what makes your heart happy. The end. You're putting it on your wall. It's okay. And beautiful things happen sometimes when you don't listen to me. And I love that. Okay? So, you guys get ready. Alright? You grab your wine. You put your children in the chamber. And we are going to paint ourselves a red barn tonight. Woohoo! How you guys like the new camera? We got a new camera. And I think I've got 5G. I'm not quite sure because I hate technology, but I got 5G. So hopefully I'm coming in pretty clear. Alright. So, the 3 things that I want you guys to have tonight, okay? There's 3 things in addition to the regular stuff that we use. Alright? And those 3 things are this. Okay? Everybody grab a ruler. If you have one of those. If you don't have a ruler, just grab a straight edge, all right? So that way we can on your barn, all right? And then the other thing is, I've got to tell you guys this. With a ruler, we need a pencil, all right? Okay, so grab a pencil. And third thing, your happy little hair dryer, because I have gotten accustomed to using a hand dryer. I absolutely love it. Alright? Now, okay, I'm going to say hi to a few people. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, Tracy Boyer! Hi, honey! Ann McGuire from Southern Illinois. Hello, Ann. How you do? Susan Semmel. Oh, geez, you guys, come up with these names. Susan Semmel Gakakas from N.E. Penna. Not quite sure where that is. Any pen, but I'm thinking it's Canada. I wonder if I'm close. Okay, Bonnie Pinkham Warwood, how you do? Julie Goya, how you do? Cindy Bailey, oh my Cindy Bailey, I love you. Lynn Carey, hi Lynn. Andy Cushman, Anita Robinson, cuckoo cuckoo on you. You guys better tell me how my camera's coming in. Do I look all 5G-ish? Hope so. Alright, who else we got? Candy Colson Elmquist from Kansas. How you do? Sarah Burden. Yeah! Alicia Greenlaw. Hello, baby. Jessica Pierce. Carrie Anderson from Minnesota. Hello. Kathy Joseph Magnon. Hello to you, baby. Cindy White, my sister-in-law. Hello down there in New Hampshire, you little gorgeous thing. Amy Cushman, can't see ya. Donnie Pinkham, second time we're here. Wormwood, I love that. Sherry Milbourne, happy to see you. Denise Violet from New Hampshire, how you do, girl? Amy Clemity Dunbar, it's Mary from Rhode Island. Hello, Mary, how you doing, sweet love? one, says Amy Cushman. I don't know why. Can everybody see me? Somebody pop in. So excited tonight. I like taking pictures of Barnes, Debbie Colby Bailey, Ann Dumont, Kathleen from Alabama, Roden Hilton, excited to paint with you again in Kentucky. Yeah. Susan Gakowski, looking good, Nicole was. Thank you. Lisa Marr, hi, sweetie. Cindy Gilbert, all right. All right. So I'm going to stop there so we can actually get you guys started on this painting, okay? So the first thing that everybody is going to do, everybody's got their little paint plate, okay? This painting takes, believe it or not, 3 colors. 1, 2, 3. Right? Ruth from Puerto Rico. Hey, Ruth, honey. All right. All right. So, first thing we're going to do is everybody's going to need their favorite red. Okay? And you guys are going to go, you're going to put about a tablespoon of red on there. Here, check this out. Oh, a tablespoon of red. All right? It looks bigger than it is. It's the camera. Okay? Second thing we're going to need is we're going to need about a tablespoon of black. And then you guys are going to need 2 piles of white. Okay? So we're going to do a clean pile of white, teaspoon of that. And we're going to do a dirty pile of white. So I'm going to have you do about a tablespoon of that. Okay? Here we go. So on your paint plate, you got red, you got black, you got clean white, and this white is going to become your dirty white. Nicky White, fight, fight. Right? Okay? 4 piles of colors. Ooh, I love 4 piles. Nice, super. Alright. So, first thing you little whippersnappers are going to do is everybody is going to grab their big boy. Okay? And we're going to call this big boy. You know what we're going to call him tonight? We're going to call him Colonel Sanders. Why? Because he's the chicken man. I don't know why. And chickens live in the barn, right? Chickens live in the barn, so we're going to call him Colonel Sanders. Give me my chicken. Okay. Now, what I'm going to have you guys do first, okay, is everybody's going to take Colonel Sanders. You see him? Oh, it's a chicken man. All right, and you're going to do 2 things. You're going to take a tiny, well, actually, here we go. I'm going to show you this on your paint plate so you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, we got our chicken man. We got a little Colonel Sanders. See that action? All right, we're going to take this. We're going to go tap, tap, tap on our plate, okay? And then you're going to wipe off Colonel Sanders because black is naughty. Alright, so wipe him off on your paint plate. On your paper towel. Colonel Sanders, get out my chicken. And then what you guys are going to do, you're going to take a scoop of your dirty white. Okay? The pile that we're using for our dirty white. You're going to take a little bit of that black. You're going to tap that black right into your dirty white. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, Nicky White 55, what are you doing? Grab a little bit of this black on my thing, and I'm going to tap it, tap, 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 right into my dirty white. Okay, look at that. Now, I'm not mixing it, because you know why? I want to marbleize this. Now, what does that even mean, Nicole, marbleize it? Well, basically it means if you stir it all together, you're going to get one color. However, if you marbleize it by giving it the tap tap, what you're going to do is you're going to be able to get different colors on that canvas, okay? So we're going to grab Colonel Sanders. We're using him this way, and you guys are going to stroke it. Colonel Sanders, do your job. Stroke it, okay? And you're going to stroke it from the top to the bottom, just like this. Check that out. Look at that, the Colonel. He doesn't only make chicken, he strokes our canvas. Okay, there we go. Thank you, chicken man. Okay, now, if you guys are like me, what's happening is you poor little whippersnappers are getting your paint and it's drying up. Well, up here in northern, in the northeast, up in Maine and probably up in Canada, it's cold outside, it's winter. So what happens is that little paint tends to get a little sticky quicker than it normally would. So all you're going to do is you're going to grab a little paint water, if this is happening to you, and go drop, drop, drop. 3 drops right in that sticky gray. Just like that. Loosen her up a little. This is acrylic paint. Acrylic paint takes the water. That's beautiful. Okay? So here we go. We're going to grab that. Here we go. You guys are going to keep stroking. Colonel Sanders, you little strokey doke. All the way up and down. Look at that. So you're going to wax on, wax off, grasshopper. Wax on, wax off. Daniel son. Okay, watch this. Okay, until your entire canvas is painted. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's like a Christmas miracle. Okay? Alright, wax on, wax off. I can't believe it. My baby's leaving to go to college again tomorrow. He came home last semester. He stayed home during the, because he went to school. He still went to college, but he's going to be a junior. So he's starting the second half. He's leaving his mama. God bless him, going back up there. Oh, I love my baby. I'll miss him. Huh, P.S. I gonna miss you. Yeah, good boy. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to keep on stroking until all of this canvas is painted. All right, look at that. Boom, chakalaka. Oh, geez, oh, geez. Now, a painting is never finished, okay? Now, the reason why we marbleized it, all right, look at this action, is that we had little variations in the paint, right? Now, if you want to, watch this. Grab your Colonel Sanders, put a little tip on your dip, okay? Watch this. Ticky, ticky, ticky. Give it the slap, okay? Give it the slap. Wipe off your brush. Boom, boom, boom. Now watch this. Now stroke in just a little bit of that black. You got to do this fast, though, because you don't want this to dry on you. Stroke it, baby. Stroke it. Okay, look at that. Woo! That's exciting, huh? Nothing like a cool sky. I like that. Oh, I like this song, too. All right, so there we go. So we've stroked it out. We've done it. Now, what I'm going to have you guys do, you're going to take a little bit of that gray, and a painting is never finished until we paint our top, our sides, and our bottom. However, we never paint our bottom first. You know why? Because you get a sticky bottom. And nobody likes a sticky bottom. Okay? Never. All right. So here. So as you. Never. Oh, goodness. Okay. So what you guys are going to do, you're going to paint the sides. You're going to paint the top, and you're probably painting on an easel. And basically what happens is if you're painting on an easel and you go ahead and you paint the bottom first, it's going to stick to your easel. And then when you go to take it off, you might smack yourself in the head. That's never a good thing. All right, that's happened to people at my shows, and I feel bad, but I can't stop myself from laughing. So, you know how that is. Oh! It's all fun and games till somebody loses an eye. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there we go. You guys are going to keep on painting her in. All right, now, what I am going to have you guys do next, okay? If you don't turn into a paint monster, you're not a real artist. All right? Grab this sucker by the bottom, okay? Take Colonel Sanders. We're going to give him a bath, all right? Here we go. Colonel Sanders, take your bath, all right? Colonel Sanders been working hard. Not only is he making us chicken, he's painting our painting tonight. Alright, so you're going to wash them off in the bath water. You're going to dry them off so you don't get the dripsies, because nobody likes the dripsies. Okay? And then you're going to grab your painting. We're going to give this baby the flat noodle. Okay? Now take your time. Actually, while you guys are drying that little sucker off, I am gonna say a few hellos. That's my favorite part. Okay? So dry that off. You can use your hair dryer or you can give her the flat noodle. Okay? You do that. Dry off your canvas. Finish painting it up. Let's go say hello. Alright, let's see. Jeanette Longo, can I pause and do this tomorrow? Jeanette from Rhode Island. Well, Jeanette, yes, honey, you may. So, what I do for everybody, okay, I do these live shows, right? And then what I say is, oh, you know, like Artful Nights Maine. You guys are probably like, why the heck she be telling us to like Artful Nights Maine? Blah, 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 blah. Don't tell me what to do. At least that's what I be saying. Well, somebody else thought that was funny. The reason is because there's two reasons, okay? If you like Artful Nights Maine, see, I'm not cool enough to have a website. Technology is a nemesis. So, I don't have a website, can't go to that. But if you like Artful Nights Maine, okay, what you can do is, first of all, you attach yourself onto my Facebook page, right? Whoops, that's not the right one. Hold on. Artful Nights Maine, right here. Look at this. Boongada, okay? Right? So you like Artful Nights Maine, and then what happens is you guys can get updated on all the other free shows that I got going on. I think I got them posted till February. That's number one. And number two, what I do is as soon as I'm done tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this on my Artful Nights Maine Facebook page for 1 week. So if you guys can't get to it tonight, or you want to pause in, or whatever you want to do, okay? You want to come back. It's going to be on that page for weeks. You can go right back to it, okay? So that's why I have you like Artful Nights Maine, so you can get updates and you can get the replay tomorrow morning if you decide that's what you need to do. And then from there, what I do is I put them on my YouTube page. And if you want to go to YouTube, that's going to be on there for the rest of your life, okay? Well, probably not, but it'll be on there for a while. Alright, so looks good from here, says Anita Robinson. Joanne Murphy. Nicole Murphy's my niece. Facebook did an auto name. Ooh. Joanne McNamara and Heather from Halifax, Nova Scotia. How you doing up there in Canada? I love it. Sandra York from New York. Ooh, York. Heather Beasley, my grandmother Nevaeh, and my account, Dresden, Maine. Beautiful. Nevaeh. Do I know her? I think I do. Mary Camelty Dunbar, nice and clear. Belinda Mullet. Hello from Temple, Maine. Hi, ladies. Oh, I miss you. I can't wait to see you soon. Nadia Smith, Victoria, BC. Looking forward to the barn painting today. All right. Carol Price Hillary, Texas Design. Hello, Carol. Cindy Bailey. Penny Peaseberry from East Machias. Machias has the best rocks, let me tell you. Juanita and Stephanie from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. Oh, I love that. Judy Selmer Mitchell from Iowa. Hi, Judy. Judy. Sandy Long, hello from Pennsylvania. Susan Simel Grekas from Northeast Pennsylvania. Judy from Mackeyville Greenhouse, Pennsylvania. Love that. Anna, I don't know what that means, but I think that's a boo-boo. I can't get video. I don't know, Amy Cushman. I don't know why you can't, sweet love. Teresa Brewington, hello. Thank you. Pretty lady, she says. All right, Eric Angela Itchaba, Michigan. Hi, baby. Cricket Smith, Cricket, Seekonk, Massachusetts. I love that, Cricket. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Now, you guys probably, I'll come back to do it though. Don't you worry, Betty. Now, you guys probably have a dry canvas by now, right? You used your hairdryer. You gave it the flap doodle. If it's tacky, you are okay. All right? Now, what I'm going to have you do next, grab Colonel Sanders. Dry him off. You don't want to get the dripsies. Grab a little white on him. Come here, Colonel. It's time to eat your chicken. Okay? And what you're going to do with that is, look at this. Right up here in this corner, which is, I don't know what that is to you. You guys are just going to stroke in a little bit of white. Right up here in the corner. Why? Because you just feel like it. It looks good. All right? Look at that. Stroke her in. Give it a stroke. Okay? Look at that. And it just breaks up that sky. Look at that. Feels good. All right? Here you go. Check that out. Oh, this is a can, Nicole. Still wet. All right? Can you guys see that? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay? We're just putting a little something at the top. Stroking a little white. Just because you feel like it. Break up that little sky. Okay? Now, what I'm going to have you guys do next, like me, I was talking. Woo! Woo! Marilyn, is that you? Oh, I think I'm funny. Alright, I'm going to give this just a little drying. Okay? There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, good. And if she isn't 100% dry, okay, what you guys want to do, make sure she's good and dry. Now, I also have a pause feature on here, okay? So if at any time I'm going too fast, right? Tonight, man, have you noticed that there's no skimmers? I've been deleting those buggers left and right. We're time. They're not coming up. I'm happy. Glenda Wilson, how you doing, you naughty little lynx? Glenda Wilson with Paulette, Joyce, Elena. Ooh, they're getting nice and sauced. Kelly Joseph Munyon coming in good from Ohio. That makes my heart happy. Jennifer Smith Euler. Love you from New York. Mwah, love you, sweet bug. Where am I from, says Madison Van. Well, I am located in Gardner, Maine, which is northeast of the United States. Maine, we're up there at the top. Okay, right in the middle. That's where I'm from. Now, where am I from? All over. But that's where I live right now. That's where I'm talking to you from. Penny Smith from Faribault, Maine? Oh, Kenesha. Hello, Kenesha and Penny, and you're from some part of Maine. I'm not sure. Sherry Bearden, I see you, good girl. Alicia sees me. Hello from Central PA. Hello from HCMO. Kate Hull. Not sure where that is, but that's kind of cool. Okay, now we've got this background nice and dry. Look at that. Ooh, no shiny. No shiny. A little bit on my nose, a little bit on my glasses, but none on my painting. Okay? And this is where I'm going to have you guys, okay? Now, normally in the real world, you know, whenever I do a painting, I kind of freeball it, you know? Freeball. Okay, I just go and I do it. However, what I've learned in the past 6 years is that people don't necessarily like freeballing sometimes. Sometimes they feel like they need a little bit more control, especially if they're doing it for the first time. So this is why I'm introducing Mr. Ruler and Mr. Pencil, okay? Because what we're going to do next is we're going to draw out our barn, okay? So, the first thing I'm going to have you do, look at that, see? I'm measuring. I'm going to measure the front of your barn, okay? And that is about 5.5 inches, right on the dot, okay? So I'm going to go up about 3 3.5 inches. All right. So I'm gonna take my little dooga. Okay, I'm gonna go up about 3.5 inches right here. See? And I'm gonna put a little mark with my pencil. Okay. All right. Look at that. Look at that little dot. That dot says that's 3.5 inches high. Okay, you like this, all you architects and my little perfectionists out there? Right? Nicole taking care of you tonight. Yes, she is, girls. Okay, now, what I'm going to do, I already said, this is about, the front of my barn is 5.5 inches. So, what I'm going to do, look at that, 2 inches from the side. So I'm going to take my straight edge. Okay, 2 inches from the side, 1, 2. Put a little dot right there. Okay, and right once I got that dot, that tells me where my line is going to end. Okay, so I'm going to take my ruler, just like this. Boom! I'm going to put it right on that straight edge, and look at this, 5.5 inches. Boom, just like this. And this is going to be the bottom of your barn, okay? And if it looks crooked, it's only because I'm holding it crooked. Now, I'm going to put another line that goes all the way across right here. All right? But, at that 5.5 inch mark, look at that, boom. So I know, look at that. Okay, that's where the front of my barn stops. The light down? This one?
Yeah, it's glaring off your eyeglasses.
Oh, look at that.
Use it.
Is that better?
Use it.
How's that? Is that good? I'm getting a little assistance. Alright, now, what you guys are going to do next, I think what that did was made it worse. Here. There. Alright. So, what you guys are going to do next is you're going to measure the first side of that barn. Okay? And that's going to be about 4 inches. So, I'm going to go to my 5.5 mark. Look at this. Boom chakalaka. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my thing, I'll make a straight edge. And I'm going to draw out 4 inches. Just like this. Right here. At my 5.5 inch mark. Look at that. Boom. Okay, there's that straight edge. And then, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And boom. Look at that. Okay. Oh, she looked like the broad side of a barn, doesn't she? Okay. So now, let me recap. We went up 3.5 inches. We drew this little sucker 5.5 inches long. We added another straight line for the back side of our barn. And then we went up 4 inches high on both sides. Look at that. Boom, boom. Okay? Now, what I'm going to have you guys do next is I'm going to have you find the center point of that 5.5 inches. Alright? So the center point is about, I don't know, 2.5, something like that. Okay? That's the center point. This is where the peak of your barn is going to go. Look at this. That's the peak. Okay? See that? You see that peak? Oh, there's my peak. You put a little dot on that peak. Peekaboo. Okay? Now, this is what I'm going to have you do. We're free balling now. Okay? You're going to come up on both sides. Alright? We got that equal. We're going to come up on both sides. I'll show you when I'm all done. Okay, we're going to come up on both sides like this. See that? Okay. And then we're going to come angle it this way. And we're going to angle this section of your barn all the way to that center line on both sides. Okay? So we've got an angle here. And then we're going to go for another angle right there. I'm gonna just do this real quick here. Boom, bada, boom. And boom, bada, boom. Okay? Look at that. Alright, so we have two angles. We've got angle number 1 that goes up like this. And then we're going to take that second angle, put another little crook in it, until we get to that center peak in the barn. And look at that. Easy peasy, Japanesey. Look at that. You got your barn. Okay? Gosh, I hate measuring. Alright? And then what I'm going to have you guys do, from this peak right here, you're going to take it, you're going to put it at a slight angle, just a slight angle, like this. Instead of going straight across, you're going to put it at a slight angle and go to the end. Look at that. You guys just made yourselves your first barn. How does it feel? Feel pretty good, doesn't it? Okay. Now, what we're going to do next is everybody's going to grab their little brush. And what I'm going to call this guy, this is your little detail brush, okay? We're going to call this one, how about we call this one, how about we call this one Piggly Wiggly? Because the Piggly Wiggly lives in the barn. Okay, and what you're going to do with your Piggly Wiggly is everybody is going to, on their paint plate, you're going to take a little bit of red, just like this. Okay, move it over. Just like this. See there? I got a little red there. And I'm going to take a little bit of black. I'm going to mix it in so that my red comes out to about a burgundy color. Okay? Look at that. Ooh, nice and burgundy. Okay? Here we go. Alright. Now, what you guys are going to do next with this is you're going to take your paper towel. You're going to wipe off Mr. Piggly Wiggly. Okay, wipe him off so he's nice and clean. No, don't put the paper towel over there. Put the paper towel here. And what I'm going to have you guys do next, super easy, okay? You're going to grab the burgundy on the tip of your Piggly Wiggly, and you're going to trace all of these lines. Okay? All of your pencil lines. Look at that. Boom. Piggly Wiggly, you're doing a good job, okay? We're going to trace that line on the bottom. Just like this with this burgundy red. Cover up all those little pencil marks you made, because you didn't need to use pencil because you're too smart. So I don't need no stinking pencil. Okay, so we're going to cover those all up. Just like this. Gonna do the arches of that barn. Here's my first one. That's my first angle. Here's my second angle. Okay, this is my first angle. And I'm gonna come up and boom, right to the peak. Watch out, we got a sneak peek. Okay, there's number 1. Jessica P.S. I see you. Teresa Brewington from Ohio. Sharon Viola Morton. Hello, Sharon. You tell Mr. Henry I said hello, hello. Jill Ferguson from Northwest Pennsylvania. Hi, Jill. Arlene Ronson from Arlene and Caroline from New Jersey. How you do? I always wanted to go to New Jersey and go to, what's his name? Oh, the Cake Boss. I always wanted to go to his little bakery. I might have to go down there just to hit it. Okay, there's that. Marianne Rose Carter from Hillsborough, Dearling, New Hampshire Scholars. I love that. Ann Dumont says, I'm coming in great. I love you, Ann. Thank you. Okay. We're going to trace this with the burgundy on both sides. And again, now, this barn is a bit of an optical illusion, but it's an easy illusion. Okay? The line on the bottom goes totally straight. However, this line on top has a slight diagonal to it. Just a slight one. Okay? There you go. Alright. Now, the next thing I'm going to have you do, you're going to take Piggly Wiggly. You're going to wash him off in the bath water. And then what I'm going to have you do is you guys are going to grab Colonel Sanders again. Alright, Colonel Sanders, is that you? Yes, it is. Going to grab some straight up red, okay? Not the burgundy, the red. And you're going to come in and you're going to paint in your barn. But what you're going to do is you're going to come from the top and you're going to go straight down. Just like when we stroked in that gray in the back, we're going to stroke the barn the same way. Okay? Top to bottom. Now, if you happen to go over, don't worry about it. You're going to be alright. Okay? No such thing as perfect. Not in my world, anyways. Alright? And if you guys are doing this for the first time, which I know a lot of you are, God bless you. If you're doing it for the first time, you got one rule, and that is you be good to yourself. Okay? Trust the process, because I'll never let you fail. Trust the process, you be good to yourself. Don't you be mean to yourself. Alright? And we're coming in. Painting that straight down. We're waxing on and waxing off grasshopper. Look at that. There we go. Straight from the top to the bottom. There you go. Look at that. Easy peasy Japanese. Just like that. Okay, there's our first coat on the barn. Now, what you guys are going to do next, you're going to come over to the side of your barn. Do not paint over that little line because you're going to need that burgundy line as a reference. Okay? Top to bottom. Look at that. Top to bottom. And boom, chakalaka. Look at that. Okay? And then I'm going to come around the side. And I'm going to paint a little bit on the side. See, look at that. Woo, look at that. The broad side of my barn goes all the way around. Okay? Now, this is the deal. Commercial reds are a pain in the buttocks. They never cover the first time. Just how it is. I don't know if you guys ever tried to paint your kitchen red, but it's pain in the tutu. So, what you're going to do next is you're going to come back over here. Take any red you have off that big old Colonel Sanders. Okay? Give Colonel Sanders a bath. And here we go. Let's take your hair dryer. Dry off that first coat of red. Look at that. Good golly, Miss almost starting to look like a barn. I love it, I love it, I love it. Quick, get your horses ready. Alrighty. So, what I did was I took my hairdryer and I dried off my first coat of red, because red's a pain in the buttocks and it never covers the first time, okay? Then what you guys are gonna do, I am so excited, you guys. I mean, let me tell you what, I was stressing about the technology this week. I made it happen. Okay, so here we go. There's the first coat right there. Okay, now what you guys gonna do next, you're gonna take Colonel Sanders, look at that, dry him off so you don't get the dripsies, and we're gonna come in and we're gonna give this red barn a second coat. Okay, same way, same process, boom, just like that. Okay, we're stroking from top to bottom. Alright, and for all you guys that hear my little Irish music, I can't paint without music. Okay? And if you guys need more time, you utilize that pause feature. But you gotta come back to me, okay? So utilize your pause feature. Here we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Boom chakalaka. And there. Awesome. Okay. There's coat number 2. Number 2 does it every time. Number 2 does it every time. Okay. And then we're going to get the side of your barn just like this. Okay. Yeah. And when you guys are all done with coat number 2, okay, I see a lot of you taking a pause. That's all right. Okay, when you're done with coat number 2, going to grab your hairdryer or give her the flat doodle, and you're going to dry this barn right off again, because we want to make sure it's nice and dry before we hit the next step. Okay? So, Colonel Sanders, you're going to take a bath. We're going to give her the hairdryer again. Don't be pausing my face when I look like this. Or this. Don't be pausing me on that. Note for you guys to know too. Anytime you work with red, okay, if you ever work with red, make sure you have a hairdryer if you gotta do it quickly, because you guys more than likely are going to have to use 2 coats to cover. Alright? Good. Thank you, Nicole, for those words of wisdom. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to have everybody do is everybody is going to grab their medium brush. Alright? And we're going to have medium brush. We're going to call this little bad boy. How about we call this? Let's call it Charlotte. From Charlotte's Web. You remember her? Kids probably don't know her. Maybe not. Maybe we'll call it the donkey. Oh, I love a donkey. We're going to call him Amos the donkey. Alright? Amos is my favorite donkey. Okay. So, for the rest of the night, when I say grab your Amos the donkey, grab your... No. I was say grab your ass, but that's not nice. Okay, so grab your Amos the donkey. And what we're going to do with him, okay, you're going to dip your Amos in that burgundy. Not the red, but the burgundy. Okay? And we're going to take Amos, and what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you guys draw a line of burgundy along the edges of that barn. Okay? So there's your first line of burgundy. And what this eventually is going to become is this is going to be the shadowing. Okay? This is going to be the shadowing on the eaves of that barn. Alright? So there's number one. And then you're going to grab a little more burgundy. And you guys are going to go up like this. Just a thin line. You guys don't got to go nutsy-fruitsy here. Over. Just like this. And you're putting that thin line of burgundy all along the edge roof line of your barn. Okay? Here we go. And then you stop right there. Because guess what? The side of that barn does not have a shadow. Okay? So no sir-reepy-peepy on that one. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to angle this barn a little bit more on this side. So it looks a little bit more. We got a little bit more angle on this barn over here. Here we go. And I'll show you what that looks like when I'm all done. Okay, perfect. Oochie poochie. Alright, there you go. Okay? Can you guys see that? Oh, nice. Oh, that man looks so nice. Okay? So now we've added that shadow along the angle of that barn. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to give that barn a little character. Okay? And what tends to happen when you paint for the first time is you tend to be a little aggressive. Alright? And that's alright. That's alright. That's normal. Especially if you're stressed. Okay? So, what I'm going to have you guys do is take a deep breath. And release. Okay? You release all that stress you got in your life. Because guess what? You're painting with Artist Nicole. So now is the time for you to have a little fun. Drink a little bit more wine. You'll feel better. Okay? And what I'm going to have you do with a very light touch, you're going to grab this brush, your medium brush. Okay? We'll put a tiny little bit of burgundy on it. And you're going to give your barn a little something, something. The only rule when you're giving your barn a little something, something is you want to stay this way. Okay? Because we're going with the grains of the barn, the grains of the wood in the barn. So you want to go from top to bottom. Okay? Amy Cushman can see me now. All right, Amy. I'm so happy. You're awesome. Hi from Delaware. Hello, Cynthia Damon Coleman. Well, thank you. Jim Migalorini. I think I'm in love. Oh, Jim. Who know? Elaine DeCrochet Scavera? How you doing in Virginia, honey? Virginia is for lovers. I think David needs to go there. Kim Akhtar. Or Mim Akhtar. I don't know who that's all about. Shelly Etnier Cherry. Hi from Oklahoma City. And Mim Akhtar. You guys see this? Mim Akhtar. That is a perfect example of what a scammer looks like. Never click on those, okay? Never click on those. I do free shows. They're free. Absolutely free. You got to do two things to join my shows. Like Artful Nights Maine, Click go in on the event. That's it. Never click on these external links because they ask for credit cards and they're just scammers from India, I think. I'm not sure. So don't click on that. Kelly McQuaid Chase, are you in Maine too? Yes, I am, girl. Juanita O'Neill. Hi, Juanita and Stephen from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. How are you doing? Kelly McQuaid Chase from Old Town, Maine. Hi, baby. Make good canoes. Ono Canario from Ona. How you do? Mimacta, you naughty. Hopefully one day you scammers will learn to paint and then you won't have time to scam. Tracy Dutton from Westport, Winter Island. Kevin Price from Vermont. Melissa and Kevin. Hi, guys. Denise Filette. Hi, Linda. Florence Batchelor from Maine. Diane Crocker. Hi from Corner Brook, Newfoundland, Canada. Mimacta. We ignore you, Mimacta. Hello from North Dakota. Bonnie Hanofield. How you doing, Bonnie? My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Tammy Martyr Dion from Tennessee. How you doing? I want to go to Tennessee. Shame on you, Mimata. Andrea Gross. I love your hair, baby. I love you, Andrea Gross. You gotta come visit me soon. Okay, now I've got a little bit of this thing. I've taken a deep breath. I'm nice and relaxed. I'm going to take a little bit of burgundy and watch this. Look at that. What? That's all I'm doing. That is all I'm doing. Okay, I'm coming in and I'm giving it the little sweeps. Just like this. Sweep, 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 sweep. Sweeping all through my barn with a little bit of that burgundy red. And what that's going to do is that's going to age my barn. It's going to give it a little something, something. Look what I'm doing. Sweep, 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 sweep. And the only thing that you need to do is make sure, okay, that you're following the grains of that wood. Look at this. Okay? Make those weird noises when you do it. Alright? I'm wiping off my brush. Okay? Because it looks like I went a little cray-cray with that. So I'm going to grab a little red and sweep it over on top. Look at this. See? Look at that. That's all we're doing. Boom. We're aging up this barn with a little bit of that red. Look at that. Ooh. We're giving the barn a little something, something. Okay? Look at that. We'll give a little more down there. Aging up that barn. And then we're going to take a little of that burgundy, go on the back side of our barn, okay? And if it's too dark, okay, if you're adding too much something, something to your barn, take a little bit of that burgundy on one side, take a little bit of red on the other side, double dip that brush, okay? So, red on one side, burgundy on the other. Red on one side, burgundy on the other. And watch this just sweep down in a nice gentle motion. Look at that. Oh, nice. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're giving that barn a little bit of aging. Because that's what happens with those old boards and those barns, right? They get old. And it gives your barn a little something, something. Okay, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. And if you went a little crazy, like I said, you just take a little bit of red, go in there, and go right over. Okay, can you see that? Now my barn is nice and aged. Look at that. Okay, I've given it a little, ooh, nice. I roughed it up a little bit. Okay. Beautiful. Done. Now, before we do the doors, what I'm going to have you guys do, you're going to grab your little Piggly Wiggly, your little detail brush, okay? Grab that little detail brush, grab a little bit of black on it, and with a very, very light touch, okay, just a tiny bit of black on that detail, you guys are going to outline, boom, the top of your barn. Okay? Just a tiny black outline. Can you guys see that? Ooh, a tiny black outline. Ooh, okay, Nicole. Okay, all around the edge of the top of your barn. So I'm going to give some here. Going to give a little over here. See that? Here we go. We're going to give a little over there. And then finally, I'm going to give a black outline over here. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay. There we go. So what that's going to do is that's going to give it that, you know, when we go to bring in the snow, it's just going to give that little extra peak, okay? It's going to differentiate those darks from those lights. All right, you guys. Having a ball, says Jennifer Eula. All right, baby. Rhonda Adamson Pryor. Hello from Pittsburgh, Kansas. All right. Jackie Price. Stop. From Florida. Is it warm there? I bet it is, you lucky little woman. Paula Huber Branscombe. Seems to be a real glare coming from the light. Alright. Let's try that. Woo! Oh my gosh, you guys! Is that a Christmas miracle or what? I guess I needed to turn that off all along. Okay. Lost your video, says Diane Crocker. I don't know why. Cannot see your picture at all. Real blurry. Stacy Carlson. Well, honey, that's probably on your end, sweetie. If you got anything open, turn that off because I upgraded to 5G, so I know my Facebook feed is perfect for you. How big is my canvas, says Joanne Murphy. My canvas, well, I always teach with 11 by 14, sweet pea. Can I paint the barn as I go instead of measuring? Heck yeah! Oh my goodness, Karen Sewell, that's what I usually do. I freeball it. But some people like to have it nice and measured and organized. That's the only reason I did that tonight. Sherry Bean and Chicken Little. Woo! Sky's falling. VJ Dixon, please go over the measurements again. I think I did that. Trish Cover Edgar from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Patty from Chattanooga, Patty Mercer. Pardon me, babe. Is it the Chattanooga choo-choo? Kelly Wicked, will this be available after the live? Yes, Kelly, it will be available on my Artful Nights Maine page starting tonight if you want to do it later. And then what I'll do is I'll transfer it onto my YouTube channel. Okay, after that. All right. Could you show the brush again? Is there music playing in the background? Yes, there is. Just a little bit. Can we watch this later? Yes. Hi from the North Pole, Alaska. Oh my God. That's so cool. Hello, Jan Rudd. How you doing way up there? How's Santa? Okay. Now, what I'm going to have you guys do next, okay? I'll turn off this music. All right, turning off the music. Okay. Now, what everybody's going to do next, before halftime, I am going to get you guys to carve out those doors. Okay? So, before halftime, I'm going to have you carve out your doors. Okay? And this is where we bring in the clean white. All right? So, everybody's got their itty bitty, their little brush. And you guys are going to go a little bit below the top of the eaves. Can you see that? You're going to go a little bit below that, okay? And right in the center, you guys are going to put a line, okay? How long is this line? If you need me to measure it, I will. Look at that, with white. All right, see that? Just like that. Okay? Just like that. And then, what you're going to do, you're going to bring it down on both sides. Okay, straight down on one side to the bottom. Boom chakalaka. Just like that. And then, you're going to go straight down on the other side. And these doors are going to sit right in the center of your barn. Okay, the front of your barn, just like this. I could not hit the broadside of a barn. Okay, just like that. Okay? And when you have those lines in there, what you're going to do is you're just going to give them another brush length to thicken them up. All right? Just another brush length, another stroke worth. So these are about, I don't know, half an inch thick. See that? Not too thick, but about half an inch. Okay, look at that. Okay. Now, here comes the fun part, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom here, and I'm going to connect the bottom here to the top here with a diagonal line. Okay, and I'm going to do it very light just in case I make a boo-boo. I won't make a boo-boo, but just in case you make a boo-boo, okay? From the bottom to the top. One corner. Now, what we do on one side, we got to do on the other. So here we go. Bottom up top. You're going to make a nice thin line. And you're going to hit the bottom. Just like that. X marks the spot, baby. Okay? Can you guys see that? Now, what you're going to do next, you're going to thicken that middle line. Okay? Just like this. Alright. There we go. There's one. And you're going to come around. You're going to thicken it on the other side. Look at this. Okay, there's two. Look at that. Oh, nothing better than that, I tell ya. Whoops. Okay. Boom. Now. Okay. Sometimes I do it on purpose. Sometimes I don't. Alright? Look at that. Oh no. I went out of the line. Okay? If you went out of the line, super easy fix. You're going to take your brush. Okay? You're going to wash off that little piggly wiggly. Grab a little bit of your red. And look at this. Boom. Cover it right up. Okay? Look at that. Cover it right up. See that? Beautiful. Okay? And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Oh, no, I went out of the line. Okay. You're going to grab a little red. And you're going to cover it up. Just like that. Beautiful. Okay? Now that we have those lines in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to shade the doors, okay? So you're going to take your brush, your little guy, go wipe it off. And you're going to go back to that burgundy that we were using. Do you remember the burgundy? Okay. So we're going to load up this little guy with burgundy, just like this. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a burgundy line on the outside of this door. Okay, a thin burgundy line. And what this is shadowing. All right, so here we go. Here's my first one. On the outside of that door, I'm bringing in a nice dark burgundy line. Not too thick, but enough to show, because what these are doing, okay, these crisscrosses are doing, the crisscrosses on the door, they're actually a piece of wood that's casting a shadow. So there's my first burgundy line on the outside of my door. See that? Boom. All right. Now, what you guys are going to do next is you're going to put in a burgundy line right underneath the top of this door. Okay? Just like this. You're not going over the white, you're only going over the red. Okay? There's number 2. Right in there. Then, I'm going to use that dark burgundy red. I'm going to come in. I'm going to put another dark line right through. Of course, that's where I fixed it. But where's that? Boom. Right there. Okay, look at that. Top of that X. Look at that. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom of that. Alright, go back in. Here we go. Here's the bottom of the X. Nice burgundy dark line, dark shadow. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, we'll add a little more here. And then, there's that one. Ooh, I see it now. Look at that, Nicole. Perfect. Okay. Then I'm going to come in. I'm going to add another one under this X. Another dark burgundy line. Dark shadow. Then you're going to come underneath the top of the X. Look at that. Got that dark burgundy. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, she's looking mighty good. And then the last shadow I'm going to put on these doors is going to go on the inside of this line right here. The inside of this line. So here we go. Boom. Okay. So look at that up close. The first one we started with was over here, the outside of this one. Then we went underneath both X's, underneath the top line, and a dark burgundy line on the inside of this one. All right. Shadow. Okay. Now, I'm going to wipe off my beautiful little Piggly Wiggly. Dry it off so I don't get the dripsies. And any part of those white doors where I might have put too much burgundy in there and I've gotten the white, I'm going to clean it up. There's that. Clean up that door. Any other part, right there, look. Boom. Okay. And any other part where you feel like you need to have a nice cleaner white board. Clean that right up. Okay. Good. Look at that. And then the last thing I am going to do with my barn doors is I am going to take my little Piggly Wiggly, grab a tiny bit of black on the end, and right in the center, we are going to put a straight line from the top of that door that goes through the middle all the way to the bottom. Okay, let me show you what this looks like. Give me a second. I got to paint it first. Boom. Okay, and that allows you to open your barn doors. Ha! So there you go. Look at that. Right through the center, just like that. Okay? And again, if you need to clean up the top of the door, I know I do a little. Dip, 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 grab a little white. There you go. Done. This barn is looking good, isn't it? Yes, sir. Okay, you guys. So, with that, okay, I'm going to let you guys have a 3-minute halftime. 3 minutes, okay? You stand up, stretch your bones. Ooh, yeah. Wiggling out. Wiggle your butt. Okay? You can make your bladder gladder if you need to. Go grab another glass of wine. Grab some Scooby snacks. And I will see you all in 3 minutes. Mwah! 3 minutes. I made a white paint trail all the way upstairs. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, so for my halftime announcements, all right, I have a couple of them. All right. I actually had to write them down because I get forgetful. Jeez, I'm so prepared tonight. You don't even know what to do with yourselves. Okay, so we already went over why I like Artful Nights Maine, right? Because again, yes, there's a replay. I put it, I take from tonight's show, save it on my Artful Nights Maine Facebook page. 1 week, you can go on there, take your time, get her done, and so that's number one. And number two, then what I do is I take it and I move it to my YouTube channel. Now, if you want to find the YouTube channel, there's a bunch of tutorials on there. Artful Nights Maine with Artist Nicole White. Search that on YouTube. You can find my channel, subscribe to it, and boom, you're going to have all these tutorials from tonight and from the last, I don't even know how many shows, okay? That's number one. Number two, I promised my family I would do this, so I have to do this. Yes, these shows are absolutely free, okay? The way that I support myself is I do live shows out in the real world so that I can give you guys these free shows because during COVID, when we were all in quarantine, that's when I started doing free shows. And I was like, you know what? The world needs art, and they've grown, and they're bigger and bigger, and I'm so grateful. And again, I ask nothing. They are free. What I did do, though, unfortunately in January, all my live shows, because we've had a spike in COVID, my live shows are going I've had to cancel the last 5 shows. I've had 1 live show. So if you are able and you would like, you can make a donation, and it will be extremely appreciated. But you do not have to, okay? These shows are free, but I promised my family I would say something, so I am saying something, okay? If you can and you're having a fabulous time and you'd like to make a little donation, it doesn't matter how much, it could be little, don't worry about it, okay? I left my PayPal, my Venmo, right on the top of this show, okay? Right on the thingy-ma-dingy, so you can make a small donation. If you don't have it right now because of COVID or whatever, don't. The whole point of this is I want folks to have art everywhere. You know, it's a good time. We all need it. It's therapy. It's fun. Spread the word, turds, because I want everybody to be able to paint and do what they need to do to take care of themselves, because the world's crazy right now, okay? So, that's the point, okay? So thank you. If you guys do decide, thank you very much. I appreciate donations, but they are not necessary if you cannot. I understand. Art is for everyone, okay? And this is my gift to you. The other thing is, next picture. Oh, next picture. Okay, so next Sunday, what we're doing. Everybody's so excited about this, okay? These shows, we have them every Sunday night. I do free Facebook Lives every Sunday night for folks. I think, like I said, I got a bunch scheduled all the way till the thing. Our next one that we're doing next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, we are doing the beautiful Winter Deer, and everybody seems to be loving this one, okay? There it is. There's deer. So I'll be teaching that next Sunday. And the last thing is, oh yeah, here you go. Here's my Facebook page, Artful Nights Maine. Here's a visual. Bum, bum, bum. Like, whoops, there we go. Artful Nights Maine. Right there, baby. Like that. And again, I can stalk you for the rest of your... I'm just kidding, I don't have time. And last thing, okay? Because, like I said, I started this during COVID. I am the kind of person, I had 10 restaurants. I was all over the state of Maine. Fundraisers, blah, 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 blah. You name it, I went. And that's how I teach in the real world. But since COVID happened, we shifted, and everything is online, and it's beautiful. But the one thing I miss is seeing all your gorgeous faces and your artwork. So when you are all done, okay, everybody who knows me knows this, I post every piece of artwork I get on my Artful Nights Maine page. So when you're done, make sure you send me a picture of your finished piece of artwork. I write to every single person personally. There's no pewter, just me saying hello and writing, you know, because that's what brings me joy, okay, is to see your artwork. And again, I take everyone, post it on my Facebook page. You get a chance to write you a quick note. You can send them to me through email, artfulnightsmaine@gmail.com, or you can just message them to me through Facebook. That's what most people do, through my Artful Nights Maine Facebook page. Okay? Whoo! Halftime! My comments are done. Alright, so who's ready to finish up this bond? I know I am. Let's see. I'm going to say hello to a couple people. I can't believe I got someone from the North Pole. That is so cool. Thank you, Jan, for writing in. Ida Pulagra from Texas. Ida May. Hello, Ida May. Is everything bigger down there in Texas? I bet it is. Delia Patterson from Alabama. Hello, Delia. Ginger Jones from Florida. Ginger Jones Griffin. Lila Mock. Denise Violet. Dawn Carigian from Owen Sound, Ontario. Hello to you. Janine Fender Pulaski from Nebraska. Hi, honey. Debbie Foster Morris from Michigan. Jackie Price, cold. Well, I don't know. I guess it is up here. Kenneth Boring. It's very grainy and blurry. I'm just watching now, painting after you post it on YouTube. Okay, so it shouldn't be because I upgraded my internet. So if it's grainy, I'm thinking, because I spent all week, let me tell you, I hate technology, and I was engulfed in it this week. I even hired somebody to help me. So if it's grainy, I would suggest that you go on something else, maybe like your computer or something else. Shouldn't be grainy. All my other stuff's grainy. Tonight we cleaned it up. Okay, and I bought a brand new camera. So you're amazing. Thank you for being a late. Oh, honey. Oh, Miss Bonnie. Oh, I love that. Diane Crocker, you're going to finish later. We'll watch the replay. Really enjoying. All right, Miss Diane. Iva Howard from Untitled, Illinois. Kathy Francis from Texas. Jennifer Knuckles, consider it a tip. Jennifer Knuckles. Knuckles. I like that name. Paula Hole, if you can put your canvas on a stand in front of the camera, we can see your brush stroke and painting. It helps. Often we cannot see your brush movement. Thanks for maybe Cannibal. Thank you. Kathy Francis, better. Peg Bauer, hi Peg Bauer, I love you. Oh my God, I miss you. Patricia Knight from Toronto. Cindy Huskis from Barrie, Ontario. Medley Ann Dudley Charles, thank you, honey. Nancy Hogue, I just finished supper. We'll have to do this later. I love it. Great. I think I got through everybody. Let's go. You ready? Let's do it. Okay. Now, next thing that we are going to do, okay, I'm going to have everybody grab their medium brush. And this guy, what are we going to call this guy? What do we call him? I can't remember. I can't. I love you too, Kelly. Okay, you guys are going to grab a little bit of white on that medium brush. All right, and here we go. Watch this. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go here. You're going to put a little bit of white. Now we're adding the snow to the top of that barn. Look at that little sucker. Okay, and then we're going to bring it down on this angle. Okay, just like that. Give it a little tap tap so that snow looks nice and poofy. Look at that, baby. Okay, nice and poofy. Then we're going to come in on the other side. Look at this. We're going to bring a little line of snow this way. See that? Beautiful. There's that little angle. Because we got a snowstorm and that snow is collecting on top of the barn. Okay, there's that one. Gonna come down here, boom, just like this. Look at that. Okay, check that out. All right, so now we've added snow all along the top ridge of our barn. Okay, and again, I'm going to take my white brush, my medium brush, I'm going to grab my little brush. Because like I told you guys, okay, this barn is an optical illusion. Alright? Now, what you're going to do next is you're going to angle the top of it. You're going to give it even more of a diagonal. Okay? So from the peak to the edge of your canvas, you're going to give that a diagonal angle. Okay? Just like that. So we grab the little brush. Alright. Grab your clean white. And here we go. Watch this. Okay? From the peak right here, all the way down to the end of the canvas. Look at this. Boom. Okay? I'm going to do this so that I can actually see it. Okay? And there we go. There's that slight angle that accounts for that little optical illusion. Okay? Can you guys see that? Hi, Lori Sanders. You're the best. Hi, sweet bug. Okay, can you guys see that? Just like that. Okay? Now, what you're going to do next, you're going to take this little brush. You're going to go right on top of that little thing, just like that. Outline it so that you guys know how the peak of that barn goes, okay? Just like that. And then you're going to grab that medium brush or your large brush. You can grab Colonel Sanders. There you go, chicken man. Okay, grab a little Colonel Sanders. And you're going to paint in the top of this barn just like this. Look at that. Boom. With that white snow. How cool is that? What? Oh my goodness. Oh my soul. Guess what, you guys? Your barn, you're going to bring it around the side. Your barn is done. Look at that. You did it. Okay? And there you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Hi, Nevaeh. How you doing, sweet pea? Okay? Now, what we're going to do is you guys are going to take your paint plate, okay? All right, here we go. I'm going to show you. Nevaeh. I'm trying to think of where I know Nevaeh from. You're going to take your paint plate. And what I'm going to have you guys do is, I got to make this so I can see it, okay? You're going to take your white, okay? So you've got white, and I'm going to have you divide your white into 3 parts, okay? So, you've got your regular white right here, your clean white. You've got another pile of white over here, and you've got your third pile of white over here. In your first pile of white, I'm going to have you add just a tiny bit of gray, okay? Tiny bit of black. We're going to mix that in so we have a light gray, all right? So we've got white and a light gray. Now, in your third little pile of white, you're going to add more black. Look at that. So now you have a nice deep gray. Okay, a little too deep. There we go. All right? So what we're going to be working with next is we've got white, light gray, and a deep gray. White, light gray, and a deep gray. Okay? Perfect. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more white on my plate. All right. Now, it is time to let it snow. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to take your medium brush, okay? Can't remember what his name is. That's all right. It happens all the time. You're taking your medium brush. You're going to take this brush, all right? Put a line right here, okay? And then you're going to take this brush, you're going to put another line right here. And for this, we are using straight up white, okay? This is just white, all right? Now, I'm going to have you take this brush. The barn is nice and clean, and we are going to go, woo, just like this, right in front of that barn. Look at that. Okay. Why? Because it's a winter barn. Okay. And then we're going to add a second little pile of snow right there with white. We're going to put a little white in front of our barn doors. We're going to wiggle that out. There you go. So we got one little humpy hump, two little humpy hump, wiggle, 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 stomp, bump, bump. There, just like that. How you like that? I just made a song because I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Okay. Beautiful. Now, what you guys are going to do next is we are grabbing Colonel Sanders again. Make sure that Colonel Sanders is nice and clean. We don't want anything on him, okay? Dry him off on your paper towel so you don't get the dripsies. Okay, nice clean Colonel Sanders. I'm grabbing white on him, all right? And watch this. Whoops. Yeah, we painted the floor a little. All right, we're going to come up. Boom. Look at that. We are going to let it snow. Woo, baby, look at that. Okay, got a little more snow here. We're wiggling it out. We're putting it right on there. All you guys know, in Maine, probably not in Florida, it snows in the winter. Okay, you guys are going to come in. You're going to paint in the snow just like this. Look at that. Okay, and don't paint that snow straight, all right? We're going to give that snow a little wiggling, okay? Look at that up close. A little wiggle in our snow. All right. Add a little up there. Now, that person from the North Pole. We want you back in Richmond soon. Oh, Lori Sanders, honey, I can't wait to see you and all my old people in Richmond. My little golden oldies. You got it, sweet love. As soon as we can, I'll be there, you little ray of sunshine. All right. There we go. Okay, and the first coat is just that white snow. Look at that. Boom. Okay, I'm going right over my barn doors. Just like that. Get it right on there. Okay, and you're going to come around. You're going to add a little snow on the sides. You guys are lucky tonight. I'm really painting the sides. Okay, add a little bit there. Ooh, got a little black in there. Okay, grab some more white. Boom. First coat of that snow. Look at that. It's nice and white. Okay. So you've got the white snow on there. Okay, just like this. Then what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you take a little of that gray, the lightest gray that you have, okay? We're taking a little of that gray, and what you guys are going to do is you're going to come up here in these little snow humps, and you're going to work in that gray, okay? So look at it up close. Can you guys see? We're adding a little tuft of color in that snow, just to indicate that, oh my goodness, here's a snow pile. Here's a little snow pile. All right, so we're adding a little gray up there. Look at that. Ooh, nice. Okay, beautiful. All right. And then what I'm going to have you guys do, take a little bit of that gray. We're going to add a little bit right here. That's where our tree's going to go. So we're going to add a little gray right in there. Give that a little hump hump. Well, not really a hump hump, but a little hump hump. Okay, look at that. Boom. Just like that. There you go. Okay. So now we have little gray up there. All right. A little gray down there. And I'm going to make those a little darker so you can see what I'm talking about. Look at this. Woo! There we go. Some down here. Taking that brush. Boom. Okay, and then the rest of it I'm going to leave white. For now. There we go. Okay, and if your paint's getting a little sticky, grab a little bit of paint water, add it to that paint, loosen it right up. Because that's what we can do, huh? Okay, now, what you guys are going to do next is you're going to take a little bit of that light gray, okay, that you have on your paint plate. If you need to make more, make a little more. You're going to grab your medium brush, and we're going to use this guy like, yeah, okay? So we got our medium brush, I got a little light gray, and I'm using my brush just like this, okay? I'm keeping it straight, all right? And I'm coming in along the top of this barn door. Look at that. Can you see that? There we go. All right? And that's the start of my pathway in the snow, because we all know we got to feed the animals in the winter. So I'm taking my brush, going back and forth, okay, and I'm making this nice gray pathway all the way through here. And all I'm doing is stroking in a little bit of that gray, just like this. Look at that. Very light touch. Look. Just like that. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Okay. All right, can you see that pathway I created it? I've created it. Okay, a nice gray pathway leading out of that barn door. And now I'm going to take a little bit of my darker gray, okay, right towards the edge, and I'll work a little dark gray close to that barn. And all I'm doing is just sweeping it in. Look at that. Okay, just like that. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Just like tiptoeing in the tulips. Look at that. Okay. Beautiful. So now we've got that little gray pathway leading to our barn. Because again, we're going back and forth and we're feeding the animals in the wintertime. Tromping down the snow, alright? So there you go. Alright. Good. Now, again, this is where it gets fun. Okay. What I'm going to have you guys do, you're going to clean off your medium brush. Okay, clean this guy off. Give him a nice bath. Oh, I remember what his name was. Amos the donkey. Clean off your donkey. Ride the donkey. Alright, I'm just going to add a little bit more white on the top of my barn. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, now we've got our barn, we've got our beautiful snow, we've got our gray pathway coming from the barn. Now we need to add that beautiful tree right up in front, right? Our big tree. Now, I got a sure-proof method of making trees easy, okay? So you grab that medium brush, just like this, okay? You're going to grab a little bit of black on it, and your tree is going to start about 1.5 inches up, right about here. Can you guys see that? Right about there. So it's not at the bottom. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that medium brush, you're going to load it up with black, and watch this. Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada. Okay? Top to bottom. You can go all the way to the top if you feel the need, but you don't have to. Take a deep breath, you guys, because you can do this. Deep breath. Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada. Okay, I believe in you. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to take that plunge, but you just do it. You do it. Trust Nicole. I'll get you through it. Okay, top to bottom. All right. Then what you're going to do, You're going to start a third of the way down like this, right about here. And you're going to trace that down to the bottom like this. Okay? Trace it down to the bottom like this. And one thing I'm noticing is that white is mixing with my black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it the hair dryer. Okay? So real quick, I'm going to dry off my snow. I don't want no stinking mud tree. There we go. Beautiful. All right, you guys. Now you're going to grab that little whippersnapper, that little donkey, that medium brush. Okay, remember we made that little thing? Because a tree is always bigger at the bottom than it is at the top, its trunk. Okay, so you're going to come in. You're going to paint this all in. And this is the main vein of your tree, okay? This is your trunk. All right? Ah, there we go. All right, just like that. Look at that. Woo! All right, now just like my trunk, right? This is my trunk. Whoop! It goes all the way down to my feet. That's the tree right there. That's your main vein. Okay? Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to give these trees some arms, right? Look at that arm. Woo! Woo! All right, so our tree needs arms too. So I'm still got my medium brush. I'm using it like this, okay? If you guys need to switch to your little brush, that's okay. Switch to your little brush. Your little brush is going to give you more control over the lines. There's no right or wrong, okay? So here's my arms. So my first arm is going to go right here. Boom. Look at this. All right, there's my first arm. Okay, and just like I did for the trunk, I'm going to come in, fatten it up, and attach it to the tree. See that? It looks like Maleficent. There's my first arm. Okay? And on this first arm, I'm going to give it a V. Why? Because I feel like it. A V. Here we go. All right, that's my first arm. Then I'm going to move down a little bit. Here's my second arm. Boom, look at this. There's number 2. Okay, and if you need to, fatten her up, attach her to the tree, just like that. Okay? Now, I'm going to come in. Here's my third arm on this side. Oh, this is going to be a big one. Okay, there's my third arm. And this arm, you know what I'm going to do with this guy? I'm going to give it a V. Here we go. Whoa, look at that. There's its V. Okay? Nice looking arm I got there, isn't it? Yes, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to the other side, okay? So I'm going to pick this part right here. Here we go. We're going to give this guy an arm. Look. Boom. Just like that. There's the other arm. Okay? And I'm going to fatten it up right a third of the way down. Attach it to the tree. Look at that. Okay? All right. Now, here, we're going to give it another arm. Here we go. Whoa, la, la, la. Make that noise. It'll come out better. La, 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 la. All right, there's that one. Nice. Nice work, you guys. All right. And now, here we go. Here's my last arm. Boom. Okay, see that? That one goes right off the page. That one's going into the next millennium. Okay, I'll fatten it up a little bit, attach it to the tree. Okay, just like that. So each one of these arms is an extension of the tree. So if it's just kind of going, you know what I mean, and it doesn't look like it's part of the tree, you know, just smooth it in a little. I'm going to go to the top now just because I feel like it. And I'm going to add another little arm right up here. Or we're going to V off that one that already exists. Okay, look at that. Beautiful, you guys. Looky. Okay, so my winter tree. Now it's got arms and it's got a trunk. What else does it need? Phalanges, fingers, right? Fingers that go off the end of those arms. So I'm going to take my donkey. Going to grab my little detail brush, my Piggly Wiggly. Okay. I don't like that detail brush. Let's grab this one. Okay. And all I'm going to do now that I've got this beautiful tree is doing its thing. I'm going to grab my little detail brush, my Piggly Wiggly, put a little black on that. And look, off the end of this arm, look. Woo. Woo. Look at the phalanges. Okay. See that? My little tree fingers. Okay. Maybe I'll add one there. Why? Because I feel like it. Boom. Okay. We're going to go up a little. Ooda-dooda. Add a few tree fingers off my next arm. Look at that. Oh, they look good, don't they? Well, if I want to add a tree finger here, I can. Guess why? Because it's my world. Look. So there's the little tree finger. Going out the branch. See that? Okay, and we just gave the first arm the fingers. The fingers. Now I'm going to move to my second arm. All right, look at this. Woo! Look at that. Boom. And if you crisscross applesauce, meaning if you crisscross the branches, that's okay. That's what happens in the real world. Look at that. They cross right up. Okay, I'll grab a little one right there. Woo, look at that. There's my second arm. Okay. Now I'm moving up to my third arm. Here we go. Look at this. Boom. Look at that. I gave her a nice little V right off the end. Right there. Look. Woo. Okay. Woo. And you just add as many or as few of those tree fingers as makes your heart happy. Look at that. Okay, I think I need another one right coming out here. All right. So now we've got that arm. We're going to move up to this guy. Ooh, look at that. Okay, going to give him some tree fingers. And as I said, this is your special world, you guys. All right? You add as many or as few of those tree fingers as makes your heart happy. Look at that. Boom. Tree finger. I like a good finger. Okay. So, a good tree finger. Okay. Oh, all right. Look at that. Yeehaw. Okay, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, whenever you guys do tree fingers, okay, think about this. What does a tree do? It grabs its nutrients from the sun. So, all of those fingers want to point in the same direction. They all want to point towards the sun. Look. Oh, sun, sun. Okay? None of those tree fingers go like this. Because there's nothing down there for them. Okay? They want to point to the sun and go up. All right? So, don't ever make backwards tree fingers. Because nothing on the ground for them. They all want the nutrients for the sun. Okay? No. All right, here we go. Woo! Woo! Look at this. All right, boom. And the tree fingers on this side. Yeah, going in. Tree finger galore. Now don't follow me, follow your tree. As long as you're pointing those up towards the sun. Look at that. Okay, notice none of them point this way. Nothing for them on the ground. Okay? All the nutrients comes from the sun. All right, and look at this. Ooh, those ones are getting fancy. Okay. Ooh, that's a fancy branch. All right, and then we're going to do them here. Ooh. Boom. Boom. Look at them tree fingers. Oh, I love them. Nice. Tickle me, tree finger. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Okay. And there is your winter tree. Look at that. That's the first one. Okay. Nice, isn't he? Oh, he's eerie. They're always eerie in the wintertime. Okay. Now what I'm going to have you do to finish up the bottom of your tree is you're going to grab your medium brush, okay? Wash off that little itty bitty. Wash off your little piggly wiggly. You're going to grab your medium brush, your donkey. Ride the donkey. Okay, so to finish up that tree, I'm using my medium brush. My medium brush. And my little brush. All right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of that light gray, okay, on your plate. Hopefully you still have some. If you don't, make some more or add some water to that little sticky gray you have already. And what you guys are going to do on the bottom of this tree, you're going to come up. I want that gray a little darker so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay? Not that dark though. Woo, doo-doo. Okay, so here we go. Water. Woo. Shoom. Boom. Okay, you're going to add a little bit of that gray snow on there. That's too gray. Here, let me grab some white. Yeah. Okay, so add that. On the bottom, a little gray, little whitish snow mound. Just like that. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Okay, my snowman was a little too dark. Okay, so what did I do? I added a little white and I toned it down. Look at that. Boom. Okay? That's all you gotta do. You can never make mistakes when you do art because the beautiful thing is you can just go right over them. All right? So no worries. No worries ever. Okay, so there's that first snow mound. I've gone across the trunk. Now, the reason I said you needed 2 brushes is because that was our little snow mound. And then I'm going to grab my little guy and I'm going to take a dark gray, like a charcoal gray. All right, darker than my snow mound. And watch this. I'm going to come in with straight lines just like this. And I'm going to make a shadow of that tree in the snow. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, a shadow of that tree. And it's going to be broader at the base of the tree. And as you get to the end, look at that. Tiny strokes. So basically what's happening is our sun source is coming from here and it's casting a shadow on that tree that goes like that. Okay? Pretty cool, isn't it? I know it is. All right. So the almost last thing we have to do, we're going to put another tree right over here. Okay, and this tree is going to be behind and it's going to be a little smaller. All right, so what I'm going to have you guys do next for this tree over here is you're going to take your black, All right? You're going to take your black, you're going to add it to some white. Okay, see this dark charcoal gray? Well, you want the next tree not to be black, but you want the next tree to be the darkest gray you have. Okay, so this deep, dark charcoal gray. And the reason is because in this picture, okay, the one that's closest to you is the dark tree, the one we just made. But the one that sits behind this other guy, he's a little bit lighter, okay? So he's a dark charcoal, not black, but dark charcoal, okay? And our second tree, because he's behind, he's a little smaller. So we're going to start that second tree right about here. Okay, see that? Right about there. About even. He's a little bit behind his barn. Okay? And then, here we go. Same thing. You guys are going to start at the bottom. And you're going to go. But this one is not going to go all the way to the top. He's not like the first tree. Okay? Can you see that? Fergus on town. Oh, I'm so glad, Lori! I enjoy you. Big thank you to you for tuning in. Okay, so there's that. Now, what you guys are going to do next, you're going to start 3/4 of the way. And look at this. You're going to fatten up that trunk. Okay, fatten up your trunk. Just like this. Boom. Well, I don't know how I got some white in there, but that's all right. My white must not have been dry. Okay. Oh, must have added a little bit of extra white there. Okay, so what you guys are going to do, all right, is boom. Same thing we just did. Okay, you're going to put this dark charcoal over here. Dark charcoal tree, dark charcoal tree. Okay, and look at that. There you go. It's great visuals here. All right, Laura, I love that. Hello, Patricia Passon. How you doing, girl? I love your name. Patricia Passon. I love that. Okay, there you go. Now, on our next tree, the gray tree, we're using our charcoal. What are we going to do? We're going to add some tree arms. Look at this. There's number 1. Okay? Just like that. Goes right off the page because this tree is close to our other one. Okay? Now, so that we don't have to get all technical, I'm going to take the next tree arm and boom, I'm going to go right above my barn. Okay? Look at that. Right above my barn. See that? There's tree arm number 2. Okay? And then we're going to come up here. Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada. Tree arm number 3. I'm going to fatten it up and attach it to the trunk. Look at that. Pretty cool, isn't it? It really is. Okay, there's number 3. Up here, we're going to put in tree arm number 4. Whoop. Okay, look at that. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, we're going to come over here. We're going to put in tree arm number 5, because number 5 is alive. Okay, look at this guy. Woo. And I'm going to extend my little pole up here. See that? There's number 5. And you know what I'm going to do with number 5? I'm going to fork him. Because I like fork tree. Let's fork him up. Okay? I'm going to add another little fork right up here. To this guy, to the top of my trunk. Let's fork that up. Okay? We will fork a tree. All right, there's that. Okay. All right, now I'm going to come on this guy. I'm going to fork him up. Ooh, why? Because I feel like it. But Nicole, you crossed the other tree. That's okay. You're going to get this tree interested. She's going to be fun. Okay? Look at that. Let's fork that one just for the heck of it. Okay. Now, those are my tree arms, and those are my fork tree arms. Now, what we're going to do, you are so welcome, Alicia. Now what we're going to do is you guys are going to come in with just a little bit of that charcoal on the tip of your teeny brush. We're going to add in the phalanges. Remember, we're going to add in those tree fingers. Okay? So here we go. Off in all the arms. Boom. Look at that. There's my first one. Okay, I'm going to pick each one of my tree arms and I'm going to add in the phalanges. Here we go. All right, and you add in as many or as few of those tree fingers as makes your heart happy. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. Going to add some tree fingers here. There's that. All right. Going to keep going. Whoop. There's a tree finger. There's a tree finger. Okay. Now what I just did was a perfect example of a tree finger that I have to attach to the tree. It was just poking right out there. Okay, we're going to add a little tree finger here. A little tree finger here. Okay. And then I'll add another one right here. And right there. Here we go. Look at all those tree fingers. Oh, looks like I missed an arm. I'm going to give a few right here. I just don't want my tree to get too complicated. Okay. Oh, I think I missed this guy up here too. Boom. There. And there is tree number 2. Okay. A little bit lighter, a little bit smaller because he's way back in the background. See that? Nice. All right. Now, for this guy, what we're going to do, we're not putting a snow mound in front of him, but you are going to grab some of that dark gray, okay? Darker than this tree, well, about the same as this tree. And here we go. Easy peasy. We are just going to make a nice little shadow coming off this tree. Okay, and it's done with that little brush, and all we're doing is we're going just like that. Can you see that? There's the shadow coming off that second tree. Okay, same as the shadow that we had off the first tree. Oh, Penny Smith, you're so welcome, honey. We're almost done, Penny. I know we're going a little bit over tonight, okay? Now, next to the last step, what I'm going to have you guys do is, this is a winter barn. So look at this, okay? We need to add snow to our tree limbs, everything that snow would touch, okay? So if you guys were outside, you get your tongue out, and you're catching the snow on your tongue, you know it's going to catch on your tongue. Well, we're going to do the same thing in our tree. We're going to add all those little snow ruffles, okay? But before we can do that, I'm going to have you guys make sure that your tree is 100% dry. Because one thing we don't want is dirty gray snow on our tree. So you guys, grab your hairdryer. Make sure those trees are 100% dry. You're going to grab your tiny little brush, your little white brush, your little Piggly Wiggly, your detail brush. We're going to grab some clean white we're going to use our detail brush just like a woodpecker. Okay? What's a woodpecker do? Okay? That's what we're going to do with our detail brush. Peck, 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 peck. Okay? Little pecker. Alright? So you guys are going to grab some white on the end of that pecker. Alright? And look at this. So every single place on this tree where snow would accumulate, peck, 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 peck. Peck, 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 peck. See that? You're pecking it in. Okay, and all your V's, peck, peck, peck. Okay, everything that's flat and would catch snow. Now I know you people in Florida may not understand this, alright? That's alright. Okay, and I know you absolutely understand it up there in the North Pole. You're going to peck in that white snow all along the top of those tree branches. Everything that would catch snow. Okay? Everywhere that snow would go. Can you see that? You're going to do it to one tree. And then you're going to do it to the other. Okay? Same with your little. So especially right in front of this barn, you can see, and all I'm doing is I'm tap, tap, tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Okay? Alright, can you guys see that? And what I'll do is I'll let you do that on your own later, okay? Before you send me the picture, because for me to do this is going to take quite a while. So I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do it later after I've turned my camera off, and so can you. Alright, I want you to really concentrate and think about all those places that snow would gather on the tree, okay? All the places. And then you're going to come in, you're going to do the same thing on your other tree. Peck, peck, peck. Okay? Peck that snow every place it would fall from the sky and land on a tree branch. Okay? Can you see that? Beautiful. And again, you do that later when you're all done. Okay? When I turn off the camera. Now, the last step on this painting, okay, what you guys are going to do is you are going to make it snow. How do you do that? Well, you grab your brush that has the smallest tip, okay, not the brush part, we don't care about that, but the smallest tip, the smallest end. Okay, the wooden part or the plastic part, depending on what kind of brush you're using. Alright? Now for me, that's my medium brush. I got a small, tiny blue tip. So I'm going to grab that. Alright? And again, I'm not using the brush. I'm using the tip. Okay? Not the brush. No, no, no. The tip. Okay? You guys are going to poke that in white, just like this. Get that tip nice and loaded up. And watch this. Doop, doop. You're going to poke that canvas, just like that. Perfect little snowflakes. Okay, add a few snowflakes in front of your barn. The harder you push, the bigger the snowflake. The lighter you push, the smaller the snowflake. Okay, so work on changing your pressure. So you want some of those snowflakes big, some of them little. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, Keep on going. Let it snow. It's a northeaster. Oh no, here comes the snow. Oh, goodness. I get to make a snow fort. You can add a little in front of your tree if you wanna. Okay, I always say in this part, less is more. Okay, I've seen some pretty crazy snowstorms, so I always say less is more. Don't go nutty boo boo with your snow. Okay, there you go. You're gonna bring it in here. Boom, boom. And you guys are gonna add as much or as little snow as makes you happy. Just like that. You're going to add it in front of the barn. You're going to add it in the sky. Okay? Look at that. This is the finished piece. All right? In the sky, in the barn. You don't add any snowflakes here because they're not really going to show up. But there you go. Look at that. And guess what, you guys? You have just painted an absolutely gorgeous winter wonderland barn. And I guess what? I'm proud of you. Yeah. Okay? Last thing you do, you guys are going to put your famous artist signature in the lower left or right hand corner. This is the same artist signature you're going to use for the rest of your life. So make sure it's a good one. Okay? Flip them over, paint your bottom, paint your mama's bottom if she lets you, paint your friend's bottom if they let you, okay? And then your masterpiece is complete. Wow. You guys finished the barn. And Patricia, oh, you are so welcome, Patricia. Oh, hello, Kay McCarter. What is the background on top of the barn? I don't know what that means. Ida Polarek, thank you. You are so welcome, honey. If I figure out what you mean, Marianne Soma, I'll answer your comment. Okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Mwah! I love ya. Okay, don't forget to like Artful Nights Maine. Send me your picture, and I love you guys. I'll see you next Sunday.